the whole crowd of people parted like it was the dang Red Sea. And I was like, what the hell? And it was all of a sudden all this room. And then when the beat dropped, everybody just smashed back into each other dancing. I was like, oh, I did not sign up for a mosh pit, you know?
And it goes a little something like,
How can you all summer and after how can
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you didn't already know, it's Dadazo, so let's get right into this video. So today I'm gonna come to you guys with a story time. That is something that I also want to do on this channel. So I'm not even gonna talk too much. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of backstory and then we're gonna get into all the juiciness of the story. So this story time is the time about how I went to Barcelona, but that trip overall has multiple stories in it. So I'm gonna tell you about one instance in particular. So this was my first time leaving the country, the US. And honestly, I wasn't afraid at all. Like, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just go. This is a great opportunity. Plus, it was an opportunity that was given to me through a scholarship program. So, you know, I packed up my bags. You know, I was so excited. Once I got onto the friggin' plane, guys, I was supposed to be sitting alone, and it was like 3 seats on the far right side, and then like I think 4 or 5 in the middle, and then on the far left side of the plane it was also 3. But I was on the far right side of the plane, so I was excited. I was like, oh my god, I hope I get like, you know, the wing seat, because I love looking out the window on the wing. I'm like, you know, if plus we going out of the country, we try to do it big, we try so initially I wasn't supposed to be sitting with anyone. So I was happy. I had 3 seats to my, well, 2 other seats to myself. So you already know I had like my backpack sit under one of the other seats, you know, and I'm tall too. So I was like, ooh, baby, like I'm gonna be able to stretch my legs, like, well, that wouldn't happen. As I sit down in my seat, like I told y'all, I put my bag down, everything, and I'm just living my best life. I'm seeing everybody sit down, you know, walking through the aisles, getting their bags, putting it on the overheads and everything. And just as we're about to take off, I kind of see this guy in the corner, like he's like parallel, like I can see him in my peripheral, but like he's sitting like parallel to me, right? And I see him get up, and I'm like, why is this man getting up? We're about to take off. Like, everybody's strapped in. We're about to go. So, why are you getting up? So, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna mind my business because I don't want him to think I'm being nosy or whatever. So, he gets up, and he's like toting his backpack with him. And I'm like, where is this man going? And this man walks up, comes into my aisle, to my row, and I'm looking at him like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wasn't that your seats, you know? And then he sits his bag down in the middle seat where my bag was tucked in there, and he smiles. And I'm just looking at this man from the corner of my eye, and I'm like,
No! God, please, no! No! No!
you know, I give him like this frog smile, and I'm just like, why is this? What is going on? I don't like this, because if I could remember, you weren't even seated in my row. It was empty. Everybody had already gotten their seats. Everybody was strapped in. What are you doing? And so he sits down, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so this is how it's gonna be. So now I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to be able to stretch my legs like I wanted to. So it's whatever. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just put in my headphones. It's going to be smooth sailing. Like, it's whatever. As I'm about to put in my headphones, guys, this man starts talking. He's like, hey, how are you? Why are you going to Barcelona? Why are you flying to Spain? And you know, I think I'm kind of a paranoid person in general. So something in me was like, don't tell this man too much. Like you can be friendly, haha, whatever, but don't let him know all of this information. So I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm just coming here for like my school program, just trying to do some community service. And he was just like, oh, that's cool. Are you coming here alone? Are you gonna be alone? And I was like, okay, Dali, are we tripping? Is he fishing for information, like deeper information about you? Because then I was like, maybe I'm reaching, but then he started to ask me, "Oh, where exactly are you going to be staying in Barcelona? Like, oh, like are you going to be staying in like a hotel? Are you staying with friends? Are you?" I was like, I'm meeting friends there. Even though I really, and plus I don't like to even lie or anything, but like even though I wasn't meeting friends there, it was an entire new program to me. I was going to be meeting new people. So I had no friends there. So I had to, give a little fib because I was just feeling like he was fishing for too much information. And so as he keeps talking, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Barcelona too." I was like, "No shit, dipshit, because you're on the same flight as me." Like anyways, then he starts to tell me, he's like, "Oh, this and this place is really nice in Barcelona." And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, maybe I'll even check it out or something. Then he proceeds to ask me again. He's like, are you going to be staying on the inner city of Barcelona or the outskirts? And if so, like where? Because, I've lived in Barcelona for this how many years. And I'm like, sir, I don't want to tell you. This is not going to happen, okay? And so to shut the whole conversation down, I was like, I'm just meeting with friends, and we're just trying to have a great time there. I have this program that we're all going to be going to together. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know. I don't know exactly what is going to go on or whatever. And so he was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. And so I was just like, yeah. Anyways, fast forward to when I land, okay? He got his bag and he like flew off the plane. Like he was gone. So once I finally got up and I was like looking at my phone, tell me why my phone started to freak out. The SIM card wasn't working anymore. I know, because I'm in a whole different country. But like my whole phone restarted by itself. And I started to freak out because I remember before I left, I was in communication with the program, one of the program people, and they were telling me, this is where you're gonna so-and-so meet us. So don't be afraid, like we're gonna come pick you up, whatever, but we're gonna meet at a certain like cafe or restaurant inside the airport. And so I'm still looking at my phone and I'm like, this thing is literally saying hola, bonjour, konnichiwa. Like my phone is at that like restart stage, white screen, telling me which language would I like my phone to be in. And I'm just like, bro, not to me. Like, so you know what? I was like, I'm gonna get off this plane and I'm gonna figure it out. So, I'm walking through, and thank God, I have some background in Spanish, took years of Spanish in college and in high school and middle school. And so I was just like, it's not going to be that hard. So I just had to like, push through and try to remember what cafe she said that she was going to be sitting at waiting for me. I'm walking through the airport and my phone is still at that restart stage. And so I take out like my earring and whatnot, and I try to like pop out the SIM card, pull it out, see if it would stop freaking out. And so once I took out my SIM card, it came back to normal, but I had like no internet or anything. And I kept trying to hook up to the Barcelona airport. Wi-Fi was not working for me. Like it kept kicking me off. And I was just like, bruh. Finally, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just walk out into the area where people are waiting for, the arrivals. And I'm gonna just have to look for the shirt, the organization shirt, and sign whatever. So that's what I ended up doing. I walked through. I was like walking, and then I finally saw the woman from the organization, and she was like, "Hi, hola," and mwah, mwah, super cute, whatever. And so I'm in Barcelona, guys. I'm getting brought back to the hostel. That's where the organization would host most of the people from the program. And so we get to this hostel, baby. It's really nice. And they had like rainwater. They would recycle rainwater. It was, long story short, it was popping. So then I met all the girls. I think I stayed with like 6 other girls, and there were like bunk beds and whatnot. And then this is where all the fun begins, okay? Let me tell y'all. I don't have that great of spending habit. So that entire first week, baby girl was eating out. I was like, I'm balling. It's lit. I'm in another country. It's lit. We gonna get down with get down. But once the weekend came, it was on. It was on. Like we were like, we're going out. We're gonna eat out, and then we're gonna hit the clubs. I was of age in that country, you know, a few years ago. So I was like, you know what? It's okay for me to, you know, indulge myself. So I remember it was like girls from India, Singapore, the US, Canada, and we were all lit, okay? All lit. So I remember somebody was like, oh, there's this club called Shoko, very popular, but it's more so for like tourists. And like, yeah, I would say it's more so for like tourists that go there. But there were like, I guess, you know, natives there too, but like they upcharge a little bit. So I remember somebody was like, you know, we need to make sure that we get there before 12, or they're gonna start charging us 20 euros to get in. And I was like, that doesn't sound fun. You know, I've been eating out this whole week, and I don't wanna spend 20 euros. So, you know, after we had went out and ate or whatever, we were like flagging down like a taxi or whatever, but somebody was like, no, let's get on the bus. The bus, something, I think with our organization, like we were able to get on the bus with our ticket, maybe. I might be wrong. I don't remember. We were just like, yeah, we just want to stick together because we're all cool, you know, for the most part and whatnot. So we got on the bus. Everybody's, you know, chatting it up like, oh my God, can't wait to go or whatever. So we arrive and we're waiting in this long ass line. And I was like, doesn't seem like, in my head at least, I was like, it does not seem like we're going to make it in at 12. In fact, I'm pretty sure we were late. And, you know, some other people were like, oh, well, we can go to this other club. And this was all on the shoreline of Barcelona. Like, it was really nice. But we were like, oh, my God, you know, we don't know. I don't want to have to pay. And then so one of the girls goes up there, starts to like talk to the bouncer or whatever. And they were like, if y'all want to get into this club, it's already past 12. Y'all are going to have to pay 20 euros. And I stood in that line, inching our way up. And once we finally got there, he was still saying 20 euros. And so I was like,